Hello, friends. Welcome to our third read aloud. Today we're going to be reading a book called What's on My Plate. Okay, so this is going to be our read aloud for the week. Here we go. What's on My Plate by Ruth Belove Gross. Illustrated by Isidore Seltzer. Ooh. What's on my plate? What's on my plate? It's applesauce. Applesauce comes from apples that grow on a tree. Apple juice, apple pie, and applesauce and candied apples all come from apples that grow on a tree. What's on my plate? Peas. Where did they come from? Peas come from pea pods that grow on a vine. You open the pea pods to get the peas out. Most vines need something to climb on. A vine cannot stand up by itself. What's on my plate? Mashed potatoes. Where did they come from? Did they grow on a tree? Mashed potatoes come from potatoes that grow in the ground. Potato chips and French fries come from potatoes too. What's in my bowl? It's cereal. Where does cereal come from? Cereal comes from plants that grow in the field: wheat plants, corn plants, rice plants, and oats. The seeds are part of the cereal, and that's what it's made from. Some people put sugar on their cereal. Sugar comes from plants too. Sugar cane plants and sugar beets. What's in my hand? It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Where does the peanut butter and jelly come from? Peanut butter comes from peanuts that grow in the ground. The jelly can come from grapes that grow on a vine. Where did the bread in my sandwich come from? Bread begins with the same plants that cereal comes from. The seeds are made into flour, and then flour is used to make bread. What's on my face? Where did it come from? It came from my sandwich, silly. Oh no, what a messy face. What's in my hair? It's popcorn. Where did that come from? Popcorn comes from a special kind of corn called popcorn. When popcorn seeds get very hot, they burst open, and then the inside part pops out. It comes from a special type of corn that grows on a cob. Whoa. What's on my plate? Scrambled eggs. Where did they come from? Scrambled eggs come from eggs that were laid by a chicken. Scrambled eggs and fried eggs and hard-boiled eggs and soft-boiled eggs and an egg sandwich and an egg salad all come from eggs that were laid by a chicken. Okay, let's see. Ooh, there's the chicken. What's on my plate? A piece of fried chicken. Where did it come from? It came from a chicken. Okay. What's in my dish? It's tuna fish. Where did it come from? A big fish that swims in the sea. After it's caught, it's cooked and cut into pieces and put into little cans. It doesn't look like that big fish after that. What's in my hands? Raisins. Where do they come from? Raisins started out as grapes. They were put in the sun to dry. The sun turned those juicy grapes into wrinkled raisins. What's in my cup just now, and where did it come from? Where did it go? There was milk in your cup, and now it's in you. Milk comes from cows who eat grass in the meadow. If we didn't get milk from cows, we wouldn't have ice cream, butter, and cheese. All of those things are made from milk. Now what's on my face? It's strawberry jam. Strawberry jam comes from strawberries that grow close to the ground. We see them in our fields about June where we live. What's in my glass? It's orange juice. And where did that come from? Orange juice comes from oranges that grow on a tree. When you squeeze the oranges, you get orange juice. These oranges and orange groves are in places like Florida and California. places with a lot more warmth. Ooh, what's in my dish? It's chocolate pudding. And where did it come from? The chocolate in chocolate pudding comes from beans that grow on cocoa trees. Chocolate pudding has milk and sugar too. Cocoa trees grow in hot countries. Cocoa beans grow inside cocoa pods. Chocolate pudding and chocolate bars and chocolate cake and chocolate icing and hot chocolate and chocolate milk are made with chocolate that come from cocoa trees. What's on my bun? It's hamburger. And where did it come from? Hamburgers come from cows and steers. Their meat is called beef. The butcher grinds the beef up to make hamburger meat. Cows and steers are called cattle. What's on my hamburger? It's ketchup. Where did it come from? Ketchup comes from tomatoes that grow in the sun. What's in the jar? It's a pickle. And where did it come from? It came from a cucumber. Cucumbers grow on vines on the ground. You need vinegar to make pickles out of cucumbers. Vinegar is made from apples, grapes, rice, and other things that people eat. It tastes sour. What's on my plate? It's spaghetti. Where did it come from? The red part comes from tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is something like ketchup. The spaghetti part is made with flour. Spaghetti flour comes from wheat plants. Okay, let's see what's next. What's in the pot? It's soup. Where did it come from? Soup comes from all the good things you put into it. Tomato soup comes from tomatoes that grow in the sun. Pea soup comes from peas that grow on a vine. Potato soup comes from potatoes that grow in the ground. And chicken soup comes from chickens. You can make soup out of almost anything you want. What's on the table? It's your birthday cake. It has eggs in it that were laid by a chicken. Milk and butter in it from cows in the meadow. Flour and sugar in it from plants in the field. And it also has chocolate that came from cocoa trees. This is a birthday cake. Maybe it's to celebrate some of those March birthdays we had. Oh, there's a farm. Everything we eat was once part of a plant or it came from an animal. Friends, what do you like to eat? Do you like to eat plants and animals? How do your favorite foods grow? Or where do they come from? Take some time to talk about it with your mom and dad, your sister and your brother. And maybe you can take some time to make something together to eat that came from either a plant or an animal. Maybe both. I'll see you for our next read aloud. I hope you enjoyed our book, What's on My Plate?